Kom da, Frank. Det er middag.
Kom og fortell. Var det en bra date?
Han er kjekk. Litt genert, men på en sånn charmerende måte.
Hva er det du gjør?
Jeg teller antall kalorier jeg har drukket.
Så du er en kontrollfrik?
Nei. Kunne du tenkt å bli med hjem?
Bor du her alene?
Det har hun.
Du sa du hadde en hund. Ikke et fucking menneske i en hundedrakt.
Det er veldig viktig at du behandler han som en hund. Ikke som et menneske. Ok.
This is the Webtalkshow. My name is Nico Gutjahr, and today we're talking about a very special movie. It's called Good Boy. It's in cinemas all over Germany, and you gotta watch it. It's so fucking crazy. And the main character is called Christian, and he's played by Gard Løkke. How and where are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me. I am, as we said, at my dentist. It looks like. No, I'm actually at my university, the Oslo National Academy of the Arts. It's where I study at the moment.
And what are you studying?
Theater.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
How often does it happen that people can spell or pronounce your name right?
Well, in Norway it's no problem, but I think we will have a nickname kind of thing, I think. So, Gard Løkke, maybe?
Gard Løkke will be very easy for all my colleagues out there. They will love you for that. Let's talk a bit about Good Boy. Who is Christian?
Christian is a guy that's kind of a bundle of love, which is the way I depict him, I think. And you know, I think he's a guy that squeezes too hard and tries too hard, but he doesn't catch himself in doing it because he's very isolated from the world and from reality because he has this huge amount of money. He's a millionaire, right? And he has no parents. He only has himself and the dog. And I think he's trying to understand the world in his terms, kind of his reality.
And the moment we've met him, he's happy. He's in a happy place. He's happy with his dog, which is, you know it from the pictures already, is a very big dog. It's a human in a dog costume. And both characters seem to be happy in the situation. And then he goes on Tinder or something like that, and he meets the girl. So I was thinking about, is Christian really so sure that he wants to change a happy situation?
I don't think he knows what he will experience. I think you're very right in that he's in a really good place. I think things have finally calmed. I think he's not in a place of sorrow, but subconsciously I think he needs something more. He needs something that excites him, something that's different. Maybe a replacement. For the love that he got from his parents when he was younger. So I think he takes a really big leap of faith for one of the first times in his life. And just trying to see what happens and if he can be more happy. I think he's always thinking like, you know, if this goes wrong, I can always back out. But I think at the moment he sees Sigrid, he's like, it's captivating for him. There's no way back.
And he's taking this first date so serious. He's dragging he's looking so good. He's suiting up and then sitting there and she doesn't arrive at time. He had like at least one beer. And she's too late and she has no excuse and she's directly checking the phone. And I was like, why does he like her? So if you go into the movie and you know the end, you know why. But what did you think when you read the scene?
First time reading that scene, I was like, when was the first time I had my first date? And how long would I sit and wait for her for the embarrassment to kind of smooth over? Like, okay, maybe I wear this suit to my favorite restaurant and take a meal for myself. But it's so obvious, you know, if you've ever been stood up on a date. I guess many of us can relate, me as well. you sit there and kind of only hope that something has happened, you know, maybe she crashed her car or lost her phone. But then he's like, you know what, she stood up, and that sucks. I have to leave. I don't think this is right for me. And then my surprise, she stands there, and that's the moment where they really connect. And he's like, who's this girl, you know? And with a beer in his belly, it's even more like intense, I think.
So she's the perfect link to what he was looking for.
At that moment, I think he thinks that.
Before we go deeper into Good Boy, I want to talk with you about some other stuff. On your Instagram page, you used the collaboration function to show us Love Us. It's a short film, Los Angeles, August 23. It's awesome. It's so good. So just move over to the Instagram page from Gard and take a look. Please tell me what is happening and who are you playing over there?
Oh, that was such a great experience. I was studying at the Stella Adler Academy in Hollywood, and I met this wonderful class of 12 people. And one of my best friends called Bashak, which I played the scene with, we wrote this scene together. And she's living in Turkey and I'm living here in Oslo. So this was kind of a pilot project during the strike. So it was like all volunteered through the school. And yeah, we had such like a great time exploring these characters. And I think we really hope for the recognition that we can write further and collaborate, hopefully collaboration between Scandinavia and Turkey. So we're talking about it, we're writing, and yeah, so I'm not gonna say any more than that.
Who are you playing? What is this character?
My character, he's the husband of a woman that goes through a sorrow process. And this is kind of the moment where she realizes that he's lost. So the character will be explored more if we continue writing on it. But right now it's kind of a blank slate, and we used a lot of personal information into the script. So yeah, it's kind of a blank slate.
There are some questions popping up on the internet once in a while about you. I don't know if you like to answer it right now, but in which year have you been born?
I am 24 years old. I'm born in 1999. Barely made the cut to the thousands, Y2K. Yeah.
There are rumors you're 32.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's great. Oh, I wonder how. Because people have told me like you could be 18 or 28 if you do your hair different or wear makeup or.
Hey, you got the teenage boy and dad vibe.
God damn, 32. Damn. Okay, I'll take it.
Coming back to Good Boy, a big thing is puppy play. So can you tell us a little bit, without giving too much away, why and who is this dog in Christian's life?
For Christian, he is his best friend. He's this safety, and the love that he's seeking is through this dog. And also for Christian, the dog is someone that he takes care of, almost like a real dog or a baby. Or a best friend. It's kind of blurred lines, but I think the main focus is that Christian has someone that he fully trusts and can be around.
The first creepy moment, and there are a lot of in it, so if you like to have goosebumps, check it out. One of the first scary moments is your character leans to the woman and says, "But never speak to him." But at a certain moment, the dog speaks to the woman. What was the moment you know you want to play the part of Christian?
I got the full script after I did all the auditions because Vilja, the director, he didn't want to give away the full script or the full story until we kind of showed ourselves and our talent. And when I first read the script, I was like, how can I make this work? This is something that I've never ever touched or seen. And then it stuck to my brain, and I had a couple of days thinking about it, and I kept thinking, how can I make this work? How does he think? How can he rationalize this behavior? Or who is this man? And then after a couple of days, I figured, you know what, I'm already stuck. I have to figure out who this is. So I guess, you know, the first read through, it was already stuck. And that was when I decided, I think.
Dude, you nailed it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Really, really good. One of my favorite lines is your character says, "The world is a cruel place." And the woman answers, "I wouldn't go that far now." Which is very funny if you know the end of the movie. It's been a while since you created it. Still, you're here talking to journalists all over the world to promote the movie. So I guess this means it's a project of your heart.
Yeah, it is. Very. I put a lot of effort in it, and I know everyone that was involved in the project also did. There were a lot of months where we kind of tried to figure out, and it was, I think, my biggest project, and still is to this day, kind of just being involved in a character like that and discovering new ways to figure out the craft and what techniques to use and what questions to answer and the physicality of it all. So yeah, project of the heart.
Christian is created to be seen as a very beautiful man. When you see yourself on the screen as Christian, do you see that? Or do you see, okay, it's me?
I think actually I kind of see another person looking back at it. I've seen it a couple of times the past months because of the interviews. And I kind of recognized the place I was in mentally when I shot the scenes. And it's someone that's completely different from who I am right now. So yeah, I think that's the answer to that.
Verden er et grusomt sted. Jeg prøver å bli vant til det, men kanskje ikke så flink med folk generelt. Frank er en fyr som har gått gjennom mye. Han har ikke hatt noen til å være der for han. Utenom meg. Frank var den eneste som likte meg for den jeg var.
Good Boy is in cinemas out now all over Germany, and he's playing Christian Gard Løkke. Thank you so much for being on the Webtalkshow.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure was all mine, and you now have an unbelievable opportunity. You can now say into your camera what you always wanted to say but never have said yet, or just something which is important to you, but you have some seconds left to think about. For all you out there who's thinking, Good Boy, I don't know what this is. It's art. So if you don't know what it is and the trailer doesn't give it all away, do yourself a favor, watch it. This will be a movie you will remember in like 5 to 10 years. And we all know there's so much movies out there, and a lot of them won't be remembered next week. We see us again on the Webtalkshow. My name is Nico Gutjahr, and now the final words of the day by Gard Løkke. See you then. Bye-bye.
Thank you. That's very touching. I kind of remember something that I was told when I was a young boy, and that's become the person you missed having when you grow up. So I think that's the words I want to say today.